Before you buy your next ETF, you need to hear this. Because on the surface, VOO and VTI look almost identical. And that's exactly why most beginners get this decision wrong. Same provider, same cheap fees, almost the same long-term chart. Most people just shrug and say, it doesn't matter which one I pick. But here's the uncomfortable truth. When you zoom out over 10, 15, or 20 years, the difference between VOO and VTI isn't small. It can literally decide whether your portfolio grows faster or falls behind quietly without you noticing. And this isn't about the charts you see on Google. It's not even about the fees people keep repeating online. There's a hidden structural difference that almost no one talks about, and it affects your returns, your risk, and how your money behaves through bull markets, recessions, and corrections. So if you're investing for retirement or you're trying to build long-term wealth consistently, a decision that seems small today can compound into tens of thousands of dollars over your investing lifetime. And if you stay with me, I'll show you the actual long-term data side by side and the number one mistake that makes investors pick the wrong ETF. So don't skip, don't click away. The part most people misunderstand, it's coming up right now. Let's begin with the basics, because understanding what these ETFs really hold is the foundation of this entire comparison. VOO tracks the S&P 500, the 500 largest, most dominant companies in the United States. These are the giants: Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, basically the companies carrying the economy on their shoulders. VTI, on the other hand, tracks the entire US stock market, more than 4,000 companies, large caps, mid caps, small caps, and everything in between. If VOO is the CEO boardroom, VTI is the entire building, including the interns and the startups in the basement. Both are incredible long-term investments, but they are not the same. VOO is pure large-cap exposure, the top 500, predictable, dominant, proven winners. VTI includes those same 500 large caps, but also thousands of smaller companies. This gives VTI broader diversification, but also more volatility, especially during uncertain economic periods. And this is the part people miss. Although VTI owns more companies, most of the movement in VTI still comes from the same large caps inside VOO. Why? Because Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and Nvidia, they carry so much weight that even 3,500 small companies can't overpower them. So in many years, VOO and VTI move very closely together, but for different reasons. Now let's talk performance, the part everyone cares about most. Over the last decade, VOO slightly outperformed VTI. It wasn't dramatic, but it was consistent. Why? Because mega-cap tech stocks have dominated the market, and those are heavily weighted in VOO. But in years where small caps explode, VTI has moments where it wins. So here's the real takeaway. VOO equals more large cap concentration, slightly higher returns. VTI equals more diversification, slightly lower but more balanced returns. Over 15-20 years, the difference is small but meaningful. VTI holds thousands of companies, so logically you'd think it's safer. But because it includes small caps, which tend to be more dramatic, VTI can swing harder during certain market cycles. VOO, being large cap heavy, tends to be more stable during downturns. So the real truth is, VTI equals broader but slightly more shaky. VOO equals more concentrated but smoother. If VTI is a roller coaster, VOO is a calm highway drive. But here's the easy part. Both VOO and VTI have the exact same expense ratio, 0.03%. That's practically free. With fees this low, compounding works beautifully and you keep more of your money. So fees don't decide the winner here. In crashes like 2008, 2020, or 2022, both ETFs fall. There's no magic ETF that doesn't drop in a recession. But historically, VOO, with its large cap focus, tends to recover faster. Big companies with strong balance sheets bounce back sooner. VTI, because it includes small caps, sometimes falls harder, but during strong recovery years, small caps can rebound faster than large caps. So the real lesson, the winner depends on the type of recovery. If you want maximum diversification across the entire US stock market, VTI is your ETF. If you want pure exposure to the biggest companies, VOO is your ETF. If you want the simplest, most hands-off approach, you can't go wrong with either. The real mistake isn't choosing VOO or VTI. It's not investing at all, waiting on the sidelines thinking you can time the market. Choose VOO if you want large cap dominance, you prefer slightly smoother performance, you want exposure to the S&P 500 only. Choose VTI if you want the whole US market, you want small cap exposure, you want more diversification for the long term. Both ETFs are excellent. Your personality decides the winner. Personally, I think both are incredible long-term investments. Whether you pick VOO or VTI, you're betting on the long-term strength of the US economy. Historically, that's been a winning bet. So instead of trying to be perfect, pick one, stay consistent, and invest regularly. Okay, I promised to tell you which you should buy. Well, I say buy VOO due to stability, or maybe if you want to reduce the cost more, get SPLG. And if you want to know whether you should buy ETFs when they're at all-time highs, watch my video on that next, because you might be waiting on the sidelines while the market keeps moving without you. Quick reminder, I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for educational purposes only. Always do your own research before investing. This is Real Wealth Hack, and I'll see you in the next one, where we don't chase hype, we build wealth smart.